Everybody, it's Victus. Time now that you can run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Thursday, Mosh Pit. I hope your early weekends are going off to a fantastic start here. We are still waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes, as has been the case for the last couple of weeks now. But you know what? We're just going to keep on rolling on here. The Get Down Mr. President Challenge will happen one way or another, hopefully next week. Let's we have some pretty banger runs going into this weekend. We'll see. So thank you all very much for the support. As always, here's your meme/hypothetical of the day, submitted here once again by Snoo Confections 1573 on this Victus subreddit. Top thread was hashtag hypothetical of the day, and then in the and then it's called the vampire transformation. Then in the thread, they said what extra passive items could be added to the list. So what would the vampire transformation do? You get all three on a run. You get what? So you get the leech, you get the charm of the vampire, and the bat wing. I think that you could probably also add blood-related items like blood bag, blood puppy, IV bag maybe counts as one of the touches. In my vision for a vampire transformation, CJ's gonna be Mike Whiskey, Mike Yankee, Golf 6, Papa Alpha. We've got again terrible movement speed. I don't know what's going on with the movement speed lately, but man, it's also started on Kirsty XL, so that's great. But we have Infestation 2, which is a really good item, especially if we end up getting some damage upgrades here. Early on would be nice. Whenever we kill an enemy, it's going to spawn a spider, an attack spider. But in my mind, envisioning what a vampire transformation would look like, there's a couple of really good suggestions in there, and honestly, I was kind of thinking along the same lines. It would be something neat, like, you know, it's permanent Curse the Darkness, but there's certain benefits if you stand in the shadows. I think that obviously the blood-sucking one would be pretty much the most on-the-nose effect that you would expect from a vampire transformation. You would also have flying, or at least maybe the ability to toggle flying. To do, like, you know vampires in TV shows and movies, they've got like super speed, like Jedi speed, you know, like maybe you could do like a dash attack or something, and then if you kill an enemy like that, it will convert them to your side and charm them, or possibly even, you know, because charm of the vampire, or even just give you a huge temporary damage boost for the entire room, and then, you know, Isaac's eyes start glowing more as he gets more powerful. I think that something like that would be really neat. Other people suggested that, you know, you wouldn't be able to take damage from Blood Puppy anymore. A few people said that all red hearts would no longer heal Isaac. So we get just back-to-back useless item rooms here. Good start. Really great start here, Curse the XL. So we are about to get 2 floors of absolutely nothing burgers of items. The boss items really have to make up for this, because this is already bad. And you know, I hate to start on that note here, but look, we've got 2 item rooms that are just nothing. They do absolutely nothing for this run. It's not even a matter of me being too picky when it comes to items here, because, you know, what is Kamikaze going to do for us? Okay, we've got a little bit of a schmoove going on here, huh, game? Can't move. They almost pushed that bomb through the corner and out of harm's way for every mob over here. Yeah, this is already all bad, and a great majority of this is going to rely upon how good the boss items are here. But we got to get locked in here. This is already its potential to get out of control in a hurry. It's non-champion Ragman, so I'm not compelled to use the Soul of Eve here, because we might end up having to fight Hush, or not. Thank God, not Hush. Haunt in the next boss room. Now, for some odd reason, and don't ask me why, that's just Isaac, baby. But for some odd reason, the ads that Ragman spawns do not trigger Infestation 2. Now, you would think that, well, you know, an item's just supposed to do what it's supposed to do, right? No, not in Isaac. You would be incorrect. We got a regular old HP upgrade. And I'm gonna just use my best friend here on Baby Plum. Get a range upgrade. And we get the Pact, which is going to put us back at our starting HP. The only good item, in fact, the only item that we took here that has any impact on our run. Yikes, dude. But going back to the vampire transformation, I think that another neat feature would be maybe give it a little bit of a binge eater effect, or better yet, just have every item pedestal have a chance of dropping a blood bag instead, and a blood bag gives you an all stats up. Not a massive one, but it also needs to be significant because you're taking the place of other items as well. So I think that would be really cool. There's so many things that you could do with transformations, and there are plenty of mods out there too. Again, shout out to the Isaac mod making community. They do an amazing job of designing these really intricately designed and well thought out transformations and custom characters. It's honestly really impressive. I really don't like astral projection. You get hit, it speeds you up, and Isaac gets flying and stuff, and yeah, you get a tears upgrade for a little bit, but it's jarring to me. It's annoying whenever you do take a hit. It triggers off of every single hit, so to me, it's an item that's not really, there's nothing wrong with it per se. It's just an item that's annoying to me. It doesn't offer any stat ups or anything like that, so we're not losing any stats by me saying like, yeah, I'm not going to take this item. It's just an item it's jarring gameplay, and the sudden boost in movement speed can also throw you off, or throw me off anyway. You dips need to calm down. Grip of Greed. I mean, it's going to prevent greed fights in the shops, so we might as well. I'm going to use do not push this over here. My best friend, by the way, is basically a Mr. Mega Bomb that will attract the aggro from everything in the room, or at least anything that's close by, and they'll attack them. They'll attack it instead of Isaac, and then it blows up and does massive amounts of damage. It's not a bad spacebar item. It's just, you know, like, it's not a game-changing item at all. But it's not bad. It's better than nothing. It's better than Kamikaze, I can tell you that. And Crack the Sky is infinitely better. Can't get the finger even if we wanted to. I would normally say the secret room's to the left of here, but we've already been there, so obviously it's not going to be here. But, yeah, that's another full clear. Super secret room's here, pretty much guaranteed. And looking for some soul hearts. We got a bone heart and a soul heart. But the problem is that we don't have... We need to go back and possibly get that heart. Ooh. Jumper cables. Jumper cables ain't bad, y'all. For 1 cent? There's got to be 1 cent. Yeah. Okay. Let's say. Jumper cables ain't bad at all. Every 15 kills, we're going to get a pip on our spacebar item. Hey, there we go. Look at that. We actually got some. We actually made some money over here. Nice. Didn't have to go all the way back to get that other heart. I would have gone over there, but and then we get an orbital. Yeah, yesterday feels like a fever dream after that Wacky Wednesday. For those of you who faded Wacky Wednesday, you need to go watch that episode. I don't know why I get, well, I mean, I do know why. I get so uncomfortable using a controller to play Isaac. It's so out of the ordinary for me that I'm on edge. Like I can't relax because I know that I don't feel like I'm in total control of my actions. And that can lead to bad damage. That could lead to just overall bad things. Mismanagement of movement speed, or mismanagement of movement, you know, bad positioning, that sort of thing. So, and it may not be as apparent to watch that as if you watch me play yesterday. But it's one of those times. It's almost, you know what it is. This is the best analogy I can think of. You know what it's like? Playing with a controller for me is like being on a permanent lost run, right? You can never really fully relax because at any moment it feels like the run could just unravel. And you wouldn't think that playing with a controller would do something like that, which would trigger that sort of that reaction, but it does. You know, and that is purely, without a shadow of a doubt, 100% the product of routine and just what I do. I mean, that if you throw a monkey wrench into the routine of something you've done forever for so long, it becomes very uncomfortable and a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna look for the money here. Birthright's gotta step it up here. Come on, Birthright. Gonna get 3 random items here. And I begrudgingly take Tech Point 5. I say begrudgingly because remember, Tech Point 5 now has the random Ipecac shots that can fire. And in one of the biggest but why though changes, yeah. Truth be told, Tech Point 5 has always done random shots. I don't honestly ever remember it ever proccing Ipecac in the past, though. It's every now and then you'll see a random, like, Crack the Sky Beam come out of it or something like that. And it was always funny but weird. But now, with Ipecac being a possibility, it's basically like a mini $3 bill. We get a bunch of coins from our boss, and we pretty much have to take Abaddon. At least we're getting damage, but man, that's ugh. I was just realizing that my phone was sitting on the back of my chair for this entire time. I thought I saw a or I thought I heard a text message. Where the heck is my phone? I know it's here. Gotta put it on the back of my chair. Had to go take the garbage bins in. So the threat of being under fire from Ipecac is prevalent at all stages as soon as you take Tech Point 5. Now, I still think that Tech Point 5 is worth picking up. It's just something you have to be cautious with now. So stay away from walls. Don't fire point blank into things. Just hope that you don't get popped by Ipecac. And Abaddon does give us a nice damage upgrade and a very solid movement speed upgrade. It's 2 or 3 for Leviathan as well, Abaddon and the Pact, so we're almost there. Flying would be a really big asset to this run. And we have done a full clear and we found a golden chest that we didn't open. If you're wondering why it seems like we're going so fast here, it's because we had that XL floor on floor 1 and 2, so remember that skips you ahead by 1 floor, essentially. The item rooms, man. What have we actually gotten out of our item rooms besides Quince? Besides Quince, what have we gotten out of our item room? Nothing. We've taken nothing out of our item rooms besides Quince. That seems to be the running theme lately. 15 cents for 5 bombs is really good, except I just used it to replenish my soul heart after that champion bomb fly. Super secret room could be around here. I'll never know. And another orbital. Double Tenant Rock. You can keep the orbital game. I'll say neither one are worth it. Might be a hot take, but neither one are worth it. We don't have enough keys to maintain Guppy's tail, and I don't want to pay for the Satanic Bible. Although the Satanic Bible may have been okay, but we have a boss killer here in Crack the Skizzle, so. Now, is there any good conceivable reason why I would skip level 2 Cuban meat? No. No, I'm just being spiteful. That's the only thing. It's an act of defiance. At least we can see how much HP we have now. It's debatable whether or not taking Satanic Bible would have been worth it. We would have essentially only replaced one boss item. And at this point, is that going to really make a difference with such great drops like range upgrades and Pageant Boy? We've already gotten them out of the pool, so chances of us actually getting a boss item that will matter is much higher now, unless we get, of course, another orbital. Again, 5 keys for 15 cents is a great deal if we can get the 3 cents. And not taking Guppy's tail, that is a decision, a strategic decision, because I do not believe that we're going to see Guppy on this run. And to sacrifice all of our keys for a chance to get maybe Guppy is early on, it may be worth doing. It really just depends on how many keys you have. At the time, we only had 3 keys. I don't want to spend 3 soul hearts, and that's it. We have plenty of time to go find the Fool card. Freaking Johnny 5 looking map. Johnny 5 doing the splits or a jump kick or something. That was a weird movie. That was I think I've seen that movie once, and I was like, this is a super weird movie. So we go all the way back up to the top here. And hit this greed head over here from across the way. Might as well go in the curse room at this point. If I hadn't. They're really gonna make us do a full clear for the Fool card, huh? You see Infestation 2 still keeping the population count down, which is great. We might as well finish it at this point. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a Tenant Rock in here. We didn't. And seeing all those shots from the Boiled Baby that was summoned by Quince, that's precisely the reason why I don't like Boiled Baby, is just because of those random shots that fly out of everywhere. It's impossible to know which ones are yours. And I don't think that we'll ever see another visual update for Isaac in terms of making tiers a little bit easier to spot. There are options in the game that you can sort of kind of work around, but it's ineffective at best. Super Secret Room's there, and we got 2 soul hearts. Okay. Still need lots more damage, still need lots more tiers, lots more movement speed. Whole shebang. Well, strangely enough, there was no question in the episode last week, by the way. That's the reason why I didn't read one today. As much as I want damage, dude, we just don't have the stats to make this an extended run here. And if this boss rush tells you anything, that's all you need to know. Okay. All right. Immediate dead end. Cool. We're there. We got there. Keep the penny. Time for pennies is over, game. was a great block by Cuban Meat there. That was 100% unintentional. Okay, game. Kind of getting a little framey here. I think I'm going to, if I haven't already, because I'm not recording this on Thursday, obviously. I think I'm going to have to reformat my computer. This computer is almost 5 years old now, and I've not formatted once. And I'm just running into many weird issues, just over and over issues with not only Isaac but other games. Dune Awakening is doing some weird thing where I can't start the game until after I restart my computer twice now. Don't ask me the technical know-hows of that, because that didn't make any damn sense. I was playing FIFA 25. That game will not start until I restart my computer. It's got something to do with the anti-cheats or the virus software or something like that. It's always games that have some kind of anti-cheat software. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with either Discord or maybe the NVIDIA drivers or even OBS. So I don't know what's going on there, but we've also been seeing the frame rate dips in Isaac of all games, which that was sort of an issue that just kept coming up, and it's getting worse. And as much as I don't want to, I'm pretty much going to have to just do a fresh, clean format of the hard drive. And I've got 3 hard drives in this computer, so I'm going to yeah, I think that's what I'm just gonna have to do. Thankfully, with the way that modern technology is going for Office software anyway, it's easy to just back up and restore everything. But I need to do a fresh install. So I'm not going to nuke my 2 data drives, my game drive, like my Steam library drive. The library it doesn't have any system files on it, so I don't care about that. It doesn't require to be nuked. It's just the C drive that needs to be wiped clean. And just get a fresh copy of Windows installed, and just bite the bullet and get it done with. The thing I hate about formatting though is just reinstalling all my programs. And with this day and age, there's so many like digital licenses that you gotta have. Oh, you gotta have multi-machine licenses to make sure you can do this and make sure that this doesn't happen. And it's just such a pain, such a chore to do. And then there's also things that I have on the like programs that I don't really think about that I use every single day. And those always end up cropping up, and then I have to be like, oh, shoot, I need to install Photoshop, or I need to install Movie Studio or Pro Tools or something like that. You know, like that's the kind of thing that you don't think about until you boot up you try to start your usual daily programs, and then realize that no, that's got to be reinstalled. We basically have base Isaac movement speed here. I cannot get away from charging enemies. At least we have the wafer. The wafer is going to cut down all damage we take in half. We can never take more than 1/2 heart of damage at a time unless we are hit by a super champion. We haven't seen one of those in a while, thankfully. I'm not talking about the super variants of bosses. I'm talking about super champions. This movement speed, dude. I don't know how much HP we have now. We don't have a full charge and Crack the Sky, so that one was my fault. I could go out theoretically and go pick one up. We should try to go into the vault for the Blessed Penny to work. I know that we have a red heart. That's the reason why we don't have polar invincibility right now. Yeah. Yeah. No, you know what? I'm not gonna go over there. We got plenty of HP. We didn't lose that much there thanks to the wafer. Okay, good. We'll try over here, and okay, good. We'll try over here, and let's see if this is the right way to go. And as you see here, we simply do not have the movement capabilities to get around these shots. Okay, so we went left and got shuffled down, so okay, good. Maybe this is the right way to go. Okay. Let's go try up here. Maybe this is the right way to go. Maybe this is the right way to go. Okay, good. Maybe this is the right way to go. Just Blackheart bomb this. Okay. We skipped 3 rooms. Well, technically 2, but there we go. There's a full clear of the cathedral. Anyone wants a cheat code for if you're playing this god-awful seed? There's the cathedral for you. Brought to you by your pal Sinvicta. Free full clearing services. Actually, it's not free. You know what? If you wish to pay for these full clearing services, all you gotta do is click that like button. This Quince is going to town here on Isaac. So Brimmy getting a couple licks in there. Isaac with a phantom shot right at the end. If we didn't have the wafer, we'd be in a lot more trouble than we are right now in this run. It's just, again, it's just another June run here that just, it never really took off the ground. Now we want some excitement here, game. Yeah, see, like all this stuff, all this is not excitement. None of this conveys excitement right here. Like none of it. There was a time where Parasite was an automatic pickup, but I'm just gonna be honest with you right now, it's not anymore. The jostle physics in Isaac is ridiculous, and having to worry about your tiers, whether or not they're going to move an item towards you or not, is not worth it, unless you have piercing shots or something like that. Or if you just have overwhelming damage. Right now, the amount of trouble that the shuffle or that the jostling does for the Parasite is simply just not worth the hassle, because we don't have the damage, accompanying damage to really shut down enemies before they start jostling over and over and over again. Yeah, I don't know how Super Greed's still alive. I definitely do feel vindicated and justified that I did not take Guppy's tail, as we didn't even come close to sniffing another Guppy item this entire run, which I figured was probably going to happen. I'm glad that we stuck with Crack the Skizzle too, because man, some dire straits here in this run. Not that we're in any danger. As soon as we get the wafer, that pretty much seals the deal. Bumba. And it looks like we're just going in a circle now. So probably are. Look at the range of Demon Baby. Okay, sure, game, sure. So me shooting something that's moving to the right, and me shooting it from the right to the left makes it go up towards us. Okay. All right. That is the quintessential clown physics right there. No. The Trite tried to do a super jump on us, and we stopped it with that bomb placement there. Oh, he's still alive over there. Okay. We get it, Lust. You're cool. It's great. You're faster than us. You're awesome. My Reflection is a great damage upgrade here, but it ruins Tech Point 5. And I say that because what happens is it will cause us to have to shoot Tech Point 5 backwards. I'm gonna be honest, if we didn't have the wafer, I think we would have been cooked here. And we still may be cooked. We're getting some pretty ridiculous rooms here. Like really, really, really ridiculous rooms. I don't understand how all three of them are still alive. I feel like we've damaged all of them severely. Now we've gone the wrong way again. Sir, you have no HP. Thank you. Ancient Recall. Looking for an Emperor card here just to get us out of this chest. Just a simple movement speed upgrade would be phenomenal. Get Mystery Sack. Probably not even going to pay out in the time that we have it. Yeah, we would have died if we didn't have the wafer. We still may die. This is one of the most ridiculous chest layouts I think I've ever seen. And we're getting just the worst bosses to have with no movement speed. We pretty much just have to. We can only use Tech Point 5 as our primary source of damage here, and even then, we're keeping it range, and we're still getting hit by BS. Cherry card might be better than the Devil card here. We're gonna limp across the finish line here, but what an absolutely god-awful chest this has been. And you know, minus the cube of meat, we didn't skip too many items here. And you know, we could have taken Parasite, but that would have nothing to do with our damage at all. I'm going to go back, since we're going to use the We're going to use the reverse cherry card. I am going to go back and... All right, so I'm just going to go fight the boss, and we're just going to get out of here. Let's just be done with this run and move on to the next tier. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this amazing run. June continues to just do a complete and utter reversal of the first half of the month, and we're now sitting at the end of June, close to it, and I'm honestly going to be pretty happy when it's over. Unless something crazy happens tomorrow or over the weekend, man, June's going to go out with a little whimper. Started off so strong too, man. But oof. Yeah, this run was rough. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. Remember, keep up those questions in the episodes. I can't ask questions if no one asks them, so post them in the comments. The most upvoted comments will get read, unless if it's a question that I've already answered before, or if it's something that, something personal. Keep it to Isaac. Just keep it to Isaac. So thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great Thursday, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like Barman1988, Katoryu, and RageGod91. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.